everybody, what's happening? I'm Coach Brian Klepacki, certified strength coach and functional movement specialist representing criticalbench.com. And the rotator cuff, or your shoulder, is an extremely important part of your body. The reason why it's so important is because it is responsible for all the movements of the arm. So there's four muscles that make up the rotator cuff. They're called the sits muscles: supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, and the subscapularis. These are the muscles that pretty much hold the arm into the shoulder socket. Keeping these muscles healthy is of utmost importance, because if you've ever had a rotator cuff injury, you know how debilitating this can be, because they're such small muscles and that they're responsible for doing so much. So really, in order to protect these muscles, you need to strengthen them properly, but you also need to go through full ranges of motion so you don't get things like upper cross syndrome, that's this right here, or if you get some forward head posture or a frozen shoulder. So there's a lot of things that you need to do in order to keep these shoulders healthy. So in a few minutes, you're going to see the best stretching exercises that you can use to help strengthen and release the rotator cuff. But then after that, you're going to see some of the best strengthening exercises that you need to incorporate to keep your shoulders healthy. So for beginners, for an intermediate and advanced individuals, when you're going through any type of rotator cuff strengthening or stretching protocol, you need to go slowly and under control. So first of all, what you need to improve on is mobility and flexibility. And those are the stretches you're going to see here in just a moment. Those are going to help with all of that. So what that looks like on paper is that you want to spend anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes going through these exercises multiple times throughout the week. You can use them as a workout on its own, or use them before you begin your exercises. So the whole idea behind doing that is to warm up the shoulder properly, but also to help reinforce good posture and proper training technique. 5 to 10 minutes, anywhere from 10 to 15 repetitions, or 15 to 30 seconds per stretch. Now for exercises, you kind of have to look at this a little differently, because yeah, it's strength training, but since these muscles fatigue very quickly, you want to make sure you're doing them post-exercise or post-workout, just because you don't want to fatigue these muscles before you get into any type of heavy lifting. So what I personally recommend is actually have a kind of therapeutic recovery or mobility day. This would include your stretches for the rotator cuff, but then also the strengthening exercises for your rotator cuff. Now, not everybody needs to do this multiple times throughout the week. This is more geared for people who are looking to improve your rotator cuff health, or for athletes that do any type of overhead movement, like excessive pitching or throwing and things like that. So what you really need to do is just take advantage of these stretches you're going to see here in just a second, followed up with some of the top strengthening exercises. And then we'll conclude at the end. And if you've got any questions, start formulating those questions in your head and put them down in text underneath this video. So let's watch a couple exercises that are going to be helpful to your rotator cuff. So the exercises you just saw, it's not an exhaustive list. These are some of the best exercises and stretches that you can do to keep your rotator cuff healthy and mobile. Now there are going to be some other exercises out there, some that might be a little more advanced and might need to be under professional supervision because you want to make sure you're hitting those muscles properly and safely. But use these exercises and stretches you just saw into your own routine, and hopefully you're going to see some great things happening to your shoulders. So other than that, we want to leave you something to use to help improve your posture. It's called the 3 best ways to improve your posture. It's a free self-assessment that you can do to see if you actually have good posture. And having good rotator cuffs will help you have good posture. All you need to do to get this free assessment is to click this box right here, and it'll take you right through that assessment. Hey, make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking here, and check out these other rotator cuff videos I know you're gonna find helpful as well. Hey, I'm Coach Brian. I appreciate you watching this video. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.